Hey everyone, Spicy Gecko here. Today I'm showing off my Superior slash Talonflame core with G-Fisk as a safe swap, more or less. Uh, now, some of you might think pretty lowly of me for using G-Fisk ever, just because it's pretty basic, but you know what? I felt like climbing today, and I decided to test this out. And the Superior is actually still pretty good. You know, the other Unova starters, Samurott and Embor, really didn't turn out so well, but I think Superior is genuinely really good. It's really bulky. Its coverage is lacking, of course, but it beats other grasses most of the time, which is always nice, except for Tropius, of course. But in this game, I pretty much have the perfect count for everything they're throwing at me right now, so not really a whole lot to say, other than G-Fisk is great. All these Pokemon are really, really good. Out of all of them, I think Talonflame is a little bit tricky. Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, Talonflame is amazing. It's just knowing when to use its moves is quite tricky, just because it's so hard to time them, but Talonflame is also really, really strong. Great energy generation, great fast pressure, quite spammy. You know, it's got it all. Oh, and a nuke too. You know, Brave Bird, always a very strong move. Now I'm swapping in Superior here just because Superior is probably the bulkiest thing here, I believe. I don't really remember if Superior or G-Fisk is bulkier. I'm gonna have to look it up sometime. But anyway. It's definitely better for dealing with Vigoroth than Stunfisk, but unfortunately they catch a Frenzy Plant just in time, which is a massive, massive disappointment. But that's okay. I'm just going to bring in Talonflame and Flame Charge. Does a lot of damage. Hoping to farm down, but unfortunately they get to a Sky Attack. Not the end of the world. I survived that because Talonflame does have a little bit of bulk. Not a lot, not super bulky, but just enough to live stuff like that. So that means I'm in a pretty good position to... never mind. Yeah, you know what, looking back, maybe I could have tried to do some stuff with Stunfisk here, but yeah, I probably shouldn't have quit that game. Oh well, maybe I could have won that. Okay, game 3. I'm gonna go with the Flame Charge here. May as well build a power now. They're shielding, which is a good sign. And let's see if they go Icy Wind. Oh, they go straight Shadow Ball. That's interesting. I thought they're gonna bait Icy Wind, or at least try to prevent me from building up, but they don't, and that's all right. Now in comes Diggersby. Now I have a feeling they're gonna try to tank a Flame Charge, so I go for the Brave Bird here, and it does a lot of damage. Enough to knock it out, actually, which is pretty awesome. It's best buddy too, so you know it's thick. And then comes Galvantula. They kind of back out. And yeah, well, that was an interesting one. Anyway, on to Obstagoon. I can definitely live this Night Slash, so I'm going to let it through. I think I can still beat it. Oh fuck, there goes the attack boost. Hate to see it. Interesting to let that through. But I'm just going to try to farm down from here, which is great because I get Incinerate through because they mistimed their Night Slash. So then they bring in Gengar. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get to a second Flame Charge, which really stinks. Means I get to bring in Stunfisk at least and try to farm. I'm gonna have to be bold here and assume they don't have a Shadow Ball all set up, or Focus Blast, but that was way too soon to be Focus Blast. It's Shadow Punch, so I know I have nothing to fear now, so I can just farm down the Gengar. Easy peasy. They can't get to another Shadow Punch in time, which means I can just Mud Shot down, and out comes Obstagoon, so I'm just going to throw my Rock Slide immediately so they can't farm. Very nice, then comes Deox. Superior should be able to clean up from here. Just Earthquake. Bada bing, bada boom. In comes Superior. Yeah, they know I pretty much won this one. So, yeah, yeah, there's not really a lot to say. Talonflame is great. Oh yeah, Medicham lead. Well, Talonflame is Talonflame deals really well with Medicham, of course, just because Talonflame resists all those counters Medicham throws out. And it's a great opportunity for Talonflame to build up some flame charges and go to town. Just do a lot of damage, made to second flame charge. If they shield here, no big deal. I decided just in case it's a psychic, I can't risk it. Medicham does way too much damage considering how bulky it is, but they bait with a power-up punch, which is a major shame. And in comes Driftblim. I can make... oh, shit. Yeah, actually this isn't too bad with them bringing in Nidoqueen. That just means I can build up to 2 flame charges if they let me. And this will knock it out if they don't shield, so they either have to shield or I go right back to Driftblim. It doesn't knock them out, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in Serperior here to farm down. What's really strange here is that they don't just go for 2 Poison Fangs. Instead they go for some Earth Barrows, which is kind of strange. But that's okay. I was hoping to get to a Frenzy Plant, but the interesting thing is that Earth Power debuff actually made it so that Icy Wind would kill, and so they wouldn't get the chance to farm. So that debuff actually kind of helped me a little bit. That was kind of funny. Anyway, I just gotta get to a second Rock Slide here, and I'm good to go. Doesn't matter what they do now, the game's pretty much over. Shadow Ball. If they got to a second Shadow Ball, I'd probably be worried, but no, everything's okay. And yeah, good game. Alright, up against G-Fisk here. Now, it's pretty tough just because I feel like I only really predicted when they're gonna throw that one time, because it felt like a lot of G-Fisks are a little bit a lot of G-Fisk users are a little bit smarter than that. They don't just let me catch their moves immediately. Now this is a really tough one. I probably should have gone for Rock Slide here because they would have shielded that. I guess I thought, well, what if they don't shield? Which that would be pretty stupid. I totally should have thrown Rock Slide there. That was just dumb. But anyway, now I have to deal with Machamp, Shadow Machamp, who has a shield. Shadow Machamp is absolutely incredibly strong. I don't really have a good way to deal with it. I should have swapped him sooner, honestly. Actually, wait, no, I actually did try to swap in as soon as I could. I don't think I can I get to a second flame charge here? I forget. I haven't done this one game in a little bit. No, they swap in a Stunfisk. Unfortunately, they are definitely going to shield here, and I am unable to get to another flame charge before they hit me for Rock Slide. Oh, terrible. I probably should have farmed a little more. There's nothing I could have really done here. You know, I was hoping it'd be water type. Maybe want to bubble, but unfortunately, there's nothing I could do there either. GG's. Hang on, I think this is, yeah, it's my last game. Okay, so this time here's the thing. I know Swampert has what's it called? Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, whatever. But that was way too fast to be Sludge Wave, and they're throwing again. They should have at least tried to build a Sludge Wave, man. I was just gonna farm him down otherwise. But yeah, no, I have nothing to fear. So they bring in Medicham again, which means I get to have almost 2 Frenzy Plants back to back. I'm gonna throw them both here because that did almost half health. Crazy stuff. Frenzy Plant does a lot, but that means I can bring in Talonflame. Now, I was expecting them to immediately swap in a Bastiodon just because Medicham Bastiodon is such a popular core, but they have Raichu instead, which is pretty interesting. Luckily for me, that means I can farm a little bit, because Brick Break, as you have just seen, is such a incredibly shitty move that I can just shrug off 2 Brick Breaks and farm a little more. Yep, let's go for 3. 3 Brick Breaks, baby! Woo! Yep, 3rd Brick Break. Shrug it off. I was going to go for a Rock Slide here and then an Earthquake on Medicham to force a shield. But unfortunately for me, that is not going to happen. I can't reach an Earthquake. But that's okay. I can just Flame Charge Bit. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching my videos. I hope you all have a great night. Take care.